Debbie Stanley, I'm so glad you made this comment. It's the mind games with myself that gets me. I know exactly what you mean. I've struggled with dietary discipline my entire life, with binge eating, all those things. And you know what? I've got something that's really, really important for you to hear. We often think that it's all in our head and that we are the problem, that the lack of willpower, the lack of discipline is the problem. Now, I'm not going to excuse ourselves entirely because discipline and willpower, those things are important, but we are playing against a rigged deck. And let me give you 3 examples, 3 reasons why we're playing against a rigged deck. And if you fix these 3 things, then you'll find that the head games actually get much, much easier. Number 1, most people don't know anything about leptin. Leptin is super, super important. It's a hormone and it has a huge influence over our appetite and over our metabolism. But most people have very broken leptin signaling. And this is because of poor dietary habits over a long period of time and a lack of fiber. Number 2, most people don't realize that most of the foods that are made by processed food manufacturers these days are completely stripped of fiber. Fiber is satiating. Fiber is what helps people regulate their appetite and helps with weight control. But when fiber is removed from processed foods, we can eat and eat and eat and never get full. Imagine being in the desert and you're dying of thirst and people keep handing you these water bottles that are empty. There's no water in them. And so you tip it back, you try to drink, but there's nothing there. The same thing happens with processed foods. It's been stripped of all the fiber, and so we can eat and eat and eat and never get full. And then we blame ourselves thinking we have a willpower problem. Number 3, and this is also indirectly related to fiber, is the microbiome, your gut health. The gut-brain connection is super important. And when we have poor gut health, when we have a damaged gut, it's a condition called dysbiosis. It really messes with our cravings, our mood, our hunger. It's super, super important, but most people don't even talk about it. Fortunately for us, the key to fixing a damaged gut is more fiber, a greater quantity and diversity of plant fiber in your diet. Now, I have been doing this religiously for several months now, and it has completely changed my life. I am much, much better at making healthy food choices, and the mind games are getting easier for me. And that's because my brain is working with me instead of against me, and it all starts in the gut. So I try to get a lot of fiber, plant fiber in my diet, but that's something I've always struggled with. So I've personally been supplementing every day with a diverse blend of different soluble and insoluble fibers, and it's made all the difference for me. Anyways, I hope this video helps. Great comment.